Good evening. Thanks for joining us for the Tuesday edition of Source 16 News at 10. I'm Tammy Hancock. Near this hour, a special called Committee of the Whole meeting was held tonight for officials to receive public input on a proposed project to renovate the city's Lackey Municipal Building and move city offices to downtown. Under the proposed project, $2 million will be spent renovating the current 32,000 square foot Lackey Municipal Building to house the Hopkinsville Police Department. The proposed project also includes possibly demolishing and rebuilding the 27,000 square foot Old Planters Bank for $6.3 million and to relocate city offices to the downtown area. Several area residents attended the meeting and expressed their concerns about the project.
Concern I have, recently we've had issues with sewer failures in the city. And there's a large amount of rain. My concern is, are we going to spend this amount of money for a new municipal building? I have no doubt that HPD doesn't need a new building. But has there been any study on the condition of the utilities down there as far as sanitary sewer, stormwater, sanitary water, overhead electric lines, and these issues which need to be addressed before we spend $8 to $10 million on a downtown renovation.
Meanwhile, Ward 6 Councilwoman Ann Cherry says the city owes it to area residents to look at other possible locations to house the police department.
We owe it to our citizens to evaluate every option that is out there.
And we're taking that information
and I think we certainly should look at this and not be closed-minded on this.
We're not. He's presenting.
And so in saying that, I'm hoping that we will take measures to have, Tara and Mr. Winnigan there to evaluate this situation as well as just being tunnel vision focused on this one particular plan.
A presentation was also made by Earl Swenson and Associates to answer any questions about the proposed project. Well, in a couple of hours, some local residents will be in the dark. At midnight tonight, the following areas serviced by Pennyroyal Electric will lose electricity: Elkton, Olmsted, Pea Ridge, Sharing Grove, Highway 181 north to Clifty, but not including Clifty, Highway 181 south to Pincham, Allegheny, Butler Road, US 6880 from Fairview to Daysville, Stringtown Road, Bells Chapel, Davis Mill Road, Herman, and Old Allensville and Allensville Road within 2 miles of Elkton. The power interruption, which is expected to last about an hour, is to allow the Tennessee Valley Authority to perform maintenance to equipment within the Elkton substation. Well, some Western Kentucky farmers have been granted disaster assistance due to severe weather conditions that occurred in April. Governor Steve Beshear today announced that U.S. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack has granted his request for disaster assistance for farm families in 29 counties. After a review of loss assessment reports and other submitted information, the USDA determined that there were sufficient production losses to warrant a secretarial natural disaster declaration for 11 counties, including Hopkins and Ohio counties in our viewing area. As a result of this designation, 18 contiguous counties are eligible for assistance. Those counties include Caldwell, Christian, Lyon, Marshall, and Todd in our viewing area. Farmers in eligible counties have until February 4, 2012 to apply for emergency loan assistance. Meanwhile, some local cities and counties will receive a portion of $3.5 million in solid waste and household hazardous waste grants announced today by Governor Beshear. 59 recycling and 14 household hazardous waste grants were awarded to expand recycling, reduce the amount of solid waste going into landfills, and sustain the environmental management of household hazardous waste, which includes electronic scrap and mercury from homes throughout Kentucky. Grant recipients, along with the grant amounts that require a 25% local match, are as follows. City of Calvert City was awarded a recycling grant for over $16,000. City of Dawson Springs will receive over $21,000. City of Hartford and Ohio County Recycling was awarded over $72,000. City of Madisonville will get over $26,000. Marshall County Recycling will receive over $33,000. Pennyroyal Regional Recycling Corporation was awarded over $70,000, and Pennyroyal Solid Waste Management Authority will receive a recycling grant for over $37,000. Meanwhile, the following recipients were awarded household hazardous waste grants. City of Madisonville and Hopkins County, $30,000. City of Murray, $31,000. And Pinnerall Solid Waste Management Authority was awarded a $21,500 grant. The grant awards reflect an increase of 21 recycling grants and 4 household waste grants awarded for the previous grant cycle. Christian County Fiscal Court this morning unanimously approved the second reading of their $24.7 million budget for fiscal year 2011-12. Christian County Judge Executive Steve Tribble summarizes the upcoming budget.
Under the general fund, under the category for general government, we have appropriation of $2,732,287. Under protection to persons and property, $643,275. Under general health and sanitation, $540,376. Under social services, $102,176. Under recreation and culture, $292,794. Under airports, $28,000. Under debt service, $182,074. Under capital projects, $2,120,549. Under administration, $2,727,541. Total general fund appropriation, $9,369,000.
In other action, magistrates approved a Christian County fair housing policy, a grievance procedure for complaints relating to suspected or alleged discrimination of handicapped individuals, and an affirmative action plan for the county. In addition, fiscal court approved a contract with the Emergency Communications Center.
The plan would be for the ECC board to contract with the city of Hopkinsville to provide all personnel or staffing for the operation. And that was, I can't remember exactly, I think it was $12,000–$14,000 automatic savings a year, and maybe a little more than that in terms of health insurance costs by doing that. And simply means that much like the ambulance employees, the dispatchers and the personnel at the communication center will become city employees.
The next fiscal court meeting is scheduled for Tuesday morning, June 28th at 8:30. Hundreds of state and local dignitaries attended last night's 42nd annual Pinnerall Area Development District Dinner. During the event, PAT officials recognized board and staff members with service awards for their years of commitment. And breaking with tradition, officials presented the 2011 W.W. Bill Bryan Memorial Award to Fort Campbell. Brigadier General Warren Phipps accepted the award on behalf of the 101st Airborne Division.
I'd like to personally thank, on behalf of General Campbell, Command Sergeant Major Schroeder, the Streaming Eagles, the soldiers, the civilians, the families of the 101st and all of Fort Campbell for graciously presenting us this gift. I humbly accept this on behalf of all of them. I also thank you for the great support that you provided to Fort Campbell through all the years. I personally and my family have been a benefactor of your hospitality. And I ask that you continue, just as you have throughout our deployment. We have thoughts and prayers of those that are deployed. We still have 3 brigades here currently today.
The dinner was held at the James E. Bruce Convention Center and was sponsored by Planters Bank. PAD serves the counties of Caldwell, Christian, Crittenden, Hopkins, Livingston, Muhlenberg, Todd, and Trigg. A trial date has been set for a Hopkinsville insurance agent charged with 13 counts of voyeurism. 48-year-old Robert Keach of Trigg County appeared in Christian County District Court yesterday, where Judge Arnold Lynch scheduled his trial for October 11th and 12th. In addition, Judge Lynch continued his pretrial conference until October 3rd. The 48-year-old was arrested on February 18th of last year for allegedly hiding a video camera inside a restroom at his Allstate Insurance business in Hopkinsville. Police reportedly found a hidden camera inside a smoke detector installed on a bathroom wall that was connected to a recording device. He remains out of jail after he posted a $15,000 bond. A Western Kentucky prison is hosting a graduation ceremony tomorrow for 12 rescued dogs that were trained to help wounded Fort Campbell soldiers. Since 2004, Green River Correctional Complex in Central City has operated a dog rescue program, but recently decided to work with the Army to provide therapeutic dogs for wounded soldiers. Sergeant Deborah Lemire, who is currently assigned to Fort Campbell's Warrior Transition Unit, previously adopted a dog from the prison program and launched the Dogs to Vets program. The first graduation for the dogs is scheduled for tomorrow at 1 o'clock, where 6 101st Airborne Division veterans and the families of 2 deployed veterans will accept the dogs. Once the dogs are at Fort Campbell, they will begin specialized training to meet each soldier's needs. In other news, Hopkinsville police are investigating a hit-and-run accident that occurred Monday night involving 2 pedestrians. Police say 25-year-old Marcus Level and 16-year-old Kiera Jackson were walking on the westbound roadway of Dewart Avenue when they were hit by an unknown person driving a white Cadillac. The victims told police they heard the vehicle approaching because of loud music and moved away from the roadway, but were still hit by the Cadillac. Witnesses told police the driver of the Cadillac continued westbound on Dewart Avenue without stopping. Level and Jackson were transported by ambulance to Jenny Stewart Medical Center. Police are urging anyone with information about this hit-and-run collision to contact the Hopkinsville Police Department at 270-890-1500. An Owensboro man has been arrested for allegedly sexually abusing an underage female in Ohio County over 3 years ago. On Monday, Kentucky State Police charged 37-year-old Terry Melcher with 10 counts of first-degree sexual abuse after a female victim, who was underage at the time, told detectives she was sexually abused by him 3 years ago between January 2008 and June 2008. Melcher was taken into custody and lodged in the Ohio County Detention Center. He was released from jail on his own recognizance per the judge on conditions that he has no contact with the alleged victim or complaining witness. A Callaway County man has been charged with growing marijuana and other offenses after police discovered over 40 pot plants at his residence while investigating a complaint. Murray Police Department spokeswoman Sergeant Tracy Gooch told Source16 today that 23-year-old Landon Slauson of College Farm Road, Murray, was taken into custody Friday night. According to police, Slauson was arrested after officers followed up on a call that he was inside a residence Friday evening waving around a loaded gun, which officers later determined was stolen. Slauson was lodged in the Callaway County Jail for carrying a concealed deadly weapon, resisting arrest, and receiving stolen property, a firearm. After obtaining a search warrant, police went to Slauson's College Farm Road apartment Saturday and found 41 marijuana plants, some equipment, and drug paraphernalia. He was also charged with cultivation of marijuana, 5 or more plants, and 3 counts of wanton endangerment offenses.